Hello friends, today we are discussing In Praise of Chimney Sweepers by Charles Lamb, one of the toughest essay in English literature. Charles Lamb was an English essayist and poet, best known for his essays of Elia and for the children's book Tales from Shakespeare, co-authored with his sister Mary Lamb. In Praise of Chimney Sweepers is an essay based on the problem of child labor. Child labor is an result of industrial revolution. Chimney sweeping by young boys was an inhuman practice. The accumulated soot caused blindness. A fall fractured their limbs. This dangerous practice was declared illegal by law in the year of 1842. In England, to avoid heavy cold, they use house chimneys. These chimneys should be cleaned by only young children because it is too small. Adult person cannot move inside these chimneys. So chimney sweepers used here. We will see line by line. I like to meet a sweep. Here sweep in the sense sweeper, a person who cleans chimneys. Understand me. Try to understand me. Here poet says to readers. Not a ground sweeper, the whole writing related to small children, not grown up. Old chimney sweepers are by no means attractive. Old sweeper stories are not attractive. Here, ironically, poet says that stories of kids are full of sorrows or sadness. But one of those tender noises. This belongs to the experience of the newcomer. Here, novices means inexperienced in a job or situation. Blooming through their first negritude. When they bloom itself, they considered as black children, like Negroes, means African children. The maternal washings not quite affected from the cheek. Their face has the cuteness of kids, or the infant's features are not vanished, still visible. In the sense, they are kids, but working horribly. Such as come forth with the dawn. They come to work in the early morning or somewhat earlier or earlier than sunrise with their little professional notes. Means they come by singing, sounding like the peep peep of a young sparrow. Their sound listens like the sound of young sparrow. When they say weep weep, it listens like peep peep or liker to the martin lark. Martin lark is a bird which sings during sunrise. Likewise, the children are also singing. Should I pronounce them? Should I say their words? In their aerial ascents. Aerial, air blow. Ascents means moves above the chimney. Not seldom anticipating the sunrise. They do not wait to see sunrise. The children became black by working in chimney. Poet says that I am getting sympathy on these innocent children. I reverence these young Africans of our own growth. I appreciate these young Africans. Here different phrases used because they work in chimneys, became black, unhealthy, poor, uneducated. They are not Africans. They are our own children, but by working in chimney, they appear like Negroes. These almost clergy imps. These children are like our souls, who sport their clothes without assumption. What type of dress they wear, they have proud feel on those clothes. And from there, little pulpit. Pulpits is a place where clergymen give speech. The tops of chimneys. Such pulpit kept on top of the chimney. In the nipping air of a December morning. Nipping air in the sense cold air. Preach a lesson of patience of mankind. When poet was a child, he enjoyed his childhood happily with full of joy. What a mysterious pleasure. What pleasure I felt, still memorable. It was to witness their operation. To see a chit no bigger than oneself enter. These children are not bigger than me. One knew not by what process. I don't know the process inside, what will be and how will be. Into what seemed the fauces avarni. Fauces avarni means hell. While looking these words look like a job to these kids, but they are really a hell to these infants to pursue him in imagination. I want to follow them. As he went sounding on. Horrid shades. It leads to fear, to shudder with the idea that it leads to scare. Now surely he must be lost forever. It means died. If they did not come out from chimney, it considered as they died. To revive at hearing his feeble shout of discovered daylight. When we listen the voice of child from inside, it listens like he got all sunshine. And then, oh, fullness of delight, running out of doors, to come just in time to see. Looks empty from outside. Chimney looks safe for house, not for these children, especially these chimney sweepers. The brandished weapon of his art. Weapon in the sense the material which is used to clean. Victorious, like some flag. Broom, which is used to clean, stands like winning trophy or some flag. Here also poet uses the words ironically. Over a conquered citadel. Citadel is a higher land. Conquered is a winning field. Seem to remember having been told. I remember and am able to find out. A bad sweep was once left in a stake with this brush. Once he cleaned chimney by using a brush to indicate which way the wind blew, to find out which direction wind blows. It was an awful spectacle, certainly. The situation of child labor in chimney sweeper is very horrible. Not much unlike the old stage direction in Macbeth. In Macbeth also, same situation arise. Macbeth is a play written by William Shakespeare, where the apparition of a child crowned with the tree in his hand rises. Apparition is the soul of child. Reader, if thou meetest one of these small gentry, when you meet a child who cleans a chimney, your heart also beats loudly. In the early ramble, in the morning, you try to mingle with children instead of roaming without meaning. It is good to give him a, if possible, give little amount to them. Penny is a currency here. It is better to give him 2 pence. If you want to donate more, give 2 pence. If it be starving weather, and to the proper troubles of his hard occupation. Try to support his hard work, even hard life. This essay reveals the humanity and compassion of Lamb. He possessed the kindness of hearts, his heart filled with the kindness. It is deeply personal essay holding a mirror to Lamb's nature of compassion and sympathy, while the antique style provides the humorous touch. Please like, share and subscribe.